Hello and welcome back to Rimworld. We're now on year 2 and it seems like we've got a major break risk and it looks like that's white. Yeah. We're doing pretty good. We've got a decent store of pemmican, we've got research tables and regular tables. We're doing pretty good. We've got some animals and we've got our plan for our colony set up and we've even made the first branch of the wall. Yeah, all is well in our little colony. Yeah. We've got some corn growing and that looks like it's going to be done soon. And we've got animals for meat and we're going to turn that into pemmican. We're doing pretty good. We've got pretty much all of the things we need to do assigned, except we don't really have a good researcher. So we're really going to want to keep an eye out for that. Yeah, and now that we've made a tailor bench and we have some textiles, we're going to make some outfits for our colonists because a lot of them are going to get cold just wearing tribal wear. So what we're going to do is we're going to make them some more clothes. And I think we're going to end up doing parkas or possibly jackets. Probably not robes. I think robes would be a bit too warm. Yeah, I think it's going to be jackets. Alright, and as we're just chilling, we have a transport pod crash. So we're going to go take a look at that. An actor named Beastly. Too smart, pessimist, and bloodlust, but they have a social of 16. So, that's not terrible, but I think what we're gonna do is we're going to go and have us set up a medical bed right next to them, so that when we send the doctor to tend to them, he can tend to them right away. That's usually my strategy with these kinds of things, when these people are really badly injured from falling from the sky, is to set up a medical sleeping spot right next to them so we can tend to sleeping. So we're just going to have Green tend to him, and once he's in a stable condition, we're going to remove that and have us carry him home. Yeah. It's not going to be so much fun for him, but we lost a colonist last time, and it's important that we keep our numbers up. We're going to lose more colonists. It's important that we just make sure to keep our numbers up. Yeah, we're just going to put him in this very room here, and then once he recovers, he'll probably join, and we'll have another member of... He did end up joining, but he's still in rather rough shape. We're going to take Aardvark off researching, and we're going to put Beastly on that. And we're just gonna establish his priorities. Yeah, his main priority is probably going to be researching, because we're not doing a lot of crafting right now. We're doing a little bit of crafting with making the stone blocks for the walls, but that's not really a lot. So he's gonna have plenty to do, and he's mostly gonna be a researcher. And now, on the 3rd of April, we have some new lovers. White and Aardvark. So they're going to be sharing a room now, and that's going to be a mood boost for both of them. Yay. That's awesome. Keep doing that, guys. Now, this run is vanilla with none of the DLCs, so we're not going to have to worry about them getting pregnant. Yeah, I do intend... Right now my plan is to do a run where I actually complete the run with each of the DLCs individually, but I anticipate that that's probably going to take me a while, so stay tuned. In the meantime, we are being raided by the Blue Ape Minoka, I think that's what that says. And it looks like they have 3 people, but we have 5 people and 3 people with guns. Beastly isn't going to help us out today. Oh, I think they have more than 3 people. They have 4 people. So it's 4 on 4, but we have guns. So we're just going to approach them slowly, making sure to stay as a cohesive unit, and we're just going to get close enough that we can start shooting them. Now this is going to trigger them to attack, but from what I can tell, they probably have bows, and we have guns, so it should be... We're actually under pretty heavy fire. So we're going to focus our fire instead of scattering it, and that's going to take them out quicker and end this fight faster, therefore increasing our colonists' likelihood of survival. So far, none of our colonists are down, and we've taken out 2 of them. So we're just going to go in closer and target this guy right here. So yeah, he's done, and we took down all of them. None of our colonists are down, so that's good. We have some injuries, but we should be able to be fine if we just get back in time for Green to tend to them. Or for them to tend to themselves, depending on what's going on. While working on stone cutting in the background, we've accumulated quite a lot of stone blocks. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this marble to construct some individual buildings. These buildings up here will be workhouses, and the smaller ones will be, like, human houses. The workhouses will work both as a workspace and as storage for their respective goods. I've constructed 6, but we're going to start with at least 2, and that will be art/stone and then clothing construction. And we're being raided again, this time by the Kuro Treaty, that's a lot of people. That's not good. We have a lot of wealth, and that's a little bit of a problem. Alright, Besley, go get a revolver. Alright, and the rest of you sort of link up here, and we'll add Besley in once he's got his revolver. Alright, they're coming very quickly. Besley, come on. They're almost here. Alright, good. We've got them. Okay, they're tribals, so they've got worse weapons than us. Okay, 1 down. Okay, 2 down. So far, no... Okay, White has minor injuries. This girl cannot catch a break. Alright. Now we're gonna fire at this guy. We're gonna go into a shootout with him. Man, these guys need to work on their aim. Okay. So we got him down, and now they're fleeing, but we're gonna stay here in case they decide to attack. We have no injuries to our colony, except for White, but yeah, so we're all good. We're going to need to expand the graveyard pretty soon. Okay, looks like they're both recruitable, but we don't currently have the space for that. So, unfortunately, they're just going to have to deal. And now, we've received a quest to sell to a nearby settlement. This quest requires 18 veils, and yeah, we're going to take them up on that. So, yeah, we're nearly done. So we're going to form a caravan, and we're going to send them there. We are going to send... We should send Green. He's our best trader, but he's also our doctor, so we're gonna send Besley and Aardvark together, along with White, because we don't want her to be away from her lover for too long. That should be good. We're actually gonna send Besley and Gunfar because, well, we can spare them the most. Items, we are going to send the veils, and we're going to send a couple of Muffalo just to help carry the load. Because we're also going to use this as a trading mission in order to rid ourselves of some wealth, hopefully, and hopefully get smaller rates. So we're going to sell all our excess textiles, and that is steel. We want to keep that. And we should also sell the excess weapons and any extra veils we made. So yeah, we're just gonna do that. We're just gonna sell all the other ones, just because we don't really have a purpose for veils. We wear cowboy hats. So that's that, and we're going to send them with some travel supplies, and we're going to send them. They've left, and thanks to the power of editing, you all get to skip right to when we arrive. And here we are. We've arrived. Here we are. We've arrived. We're going to fulfill our quest. That's going to give us some, and we're going to open the trade menu. We're going to sell them all of our extra textiles, all of our extra stuff and everything. And we're going to use that money to buy some things. We are going to buy... What should we buy? We're pretty good on food, but we really don't want to take all this money. So what we might do is take their pemmican. That would probably be the most useful to us, but what do we do? Let's see. We could take the fungus, but none of our... We're gonna take... The ram isn't very expensive, and he doesn't come with a female, so he's not really all that useful. So what we might do is we might actually gift them some of our things. Or perhaps just take the loss. Or we could take a lot of pemmican. Or we could also remove some of our textiles. Yeah, because we don't want to take all of their money. So, yeah, that's theirs. We're going to keep that. So, yeah, that seems about it. And we are going to gift them the rest. This way, this gets rid of the wealth, and it gives us a nice little bonus in friendship. Yeah. Life hack. If you want people to be your friend, give them free stuff. This is the #1 secret to diplomacy. That's just how diplomacy works. You want people to like you, give them free stuff. Boom. Diplomacy. Alright, and back at home, we're working on our houses, and we're just building these houses out of marble. Marble is like the prettiest stone, so we're probably going to build most of our, like, human-centric buildings around that, like our workhouses and our homes. The walls are going to be made of granite, because that's just the strongest material, and that's the best for fending off people trying to break down the walls. And as for the rest of the rocks, they'll just find their place somewhere. I like using sandstone for roads. It gives it a nice little sort of brownish cobblestones look in it that I really like. Yeah. Slate is also pretty good for roads. I like the dark colored stones for roads, honestly. And our caravan is back at White Swan. And here they are with all of the goods that they didn't bring. Good job, boys. Alright, we are going to rescue Maya. Maya is now a member of our faction, I believe. Actually, no, she's not. I was looking at green. Where is Maya from? Okay, Akan is joining. Ooh, he's got a melee stat of 11. We're going to accept. Yeah. So, Maya, we're going to take care of her, and she can stay or go as she pleases. Akan is going to become part of our colony and is going to become one of our fighters. So, and yeah. So we're just going to have Gongfer and Besley share a bed briefly because we're out of beds. But this is a temporary arrangement, so hopefully no one throws a hissy fit. Alright, Besley's actually doing fine with that. Oh, we're being raided by, what does that say? Funataro? Oh, that's a lot of people. Okay, so it seems that building a giant wall has lifted our wealth more than I anticipated. That's not good. So we're going to congregate all our people with guns, and we're going to send them up towards the breach of the wall. So hopefully we can get to them before they get to us. Oh no. These walls are providing too much cover for them. And they have guns too. That's not good. Oh, that's actually not real good at all. Alright, come on, Aardvark. Use your melee. Use your melee skills. Ashcan, you too. Okay. Eventually, okay, Bestly's down, and so is Akan. That's not good. That's really not good. Alright, Aardvark, it's up to you. It's up to you to take out the shooters. Come on, Aardvark, you can do it. Alright, White's down now. Okay, that's good, everyone. Crawl back to the medical beds. Okay, Trauma Savant. Aardvark has Trauma Savant. Okay, but he's still up. Okay, he's down as well now. No, he's still up. Okay, Man in Black. So, everyone except Aardvark is down. Aardvark must have gone down for a second, and that triggered the Man in Black event. Alright. Aardvark is not doing okay. Alright, hey House, you're gonna need to set things right here. Can you help us? Alright, Aardvark killed the last of them, so hopefully Hay House can help. Alright, start with White, I think, and alright, Aardvark rescue White, and Hay House rescue Green. We're gonna try to rescue everyone, but honestly, things are kind of bad. Alright, almost everyone back is and Gunfer is gone. Gunfer is gone. Alright, go get Bestly. At least he'll have his own room now. Alright, so we've got Green and now Beastly's gone as well. So I guess we'll have an extra room. So right now we've got Hay House and Green working on tending to the injured. We've got medical emergencies, but that's resolved. Medical emergencies, but that's resolved quickly. Yeah. We lost Gunfer and Ashcan, and now they're going to join our little crypt corner. And it looks like Maya's on her way, and we got a boost from helping her. Looks like our wealth went down pretty severely, but it's now... Akan is now finishing our sarcophagi, and this will belong to Bestly. He wasn't here for very long, but he gets to be part of our colony in Blue Way That Matters, in the graveyard. This is where all of our colonists will eventually end up, but I hope that by the time each one of these colonists have shucked off this mortal coil, that there will be someone to replace them. In the meantime, until such inevitability occurs, we are going to work on our wall. We're going to expand the graveyard and our city, and we're going to move the research tables out of the room and into a proper research room. Alright. We've received another quest, selling to Kindness Craig, and one of the potential rewards is Alan, who isn't very good, so that's probably not what we're going to do. We could go for Goodwill. We do have jackets. We could make jackets. We could do this. Could also not do this because we have wealth and that needs to be gotten rid of. Yeah. So we are getting raided again, this time by the Kuro Treaty again. They've brought less people than we have this time, but everyone is fully recovered, and everyone has either a gun or a decent melee weapon. Green has food poisoning, but he's just gonna have to deal. Alright, everyone come over here. Now over here, we're going to meet these guys over here where they are. We're gonna do a little bit of a good defense. Alright, moving on from that, we're going to come around this corner and start going at these guys. Alright, they're all clumped up, and we're able to get some good melee hits on them. Okay, so they're fleeing. But they might steal stuff on the way out, so we're gonna get that last one. Alright, everyone go tend to your wounds. Okay, good job everybody. Alright, we're coming up on winter, and we've recovered significantly. We're going to put everyone on research for, oh no, malaria. Alright, it looks like Hay House has malaria. So Hay House is going to become a bed rotter. Get in bed, Hay House. Rotter. Get in bed, Hay House. Alright. In other news, marriage is on. Marriage between Ashcan and Acan. Ashcan is a different character from a different playthrough. Okay, Hay House, you have to pull through for Acan. Okay, he's up again, so that's a lot of foxes. Alright, we are going to pull the expert strat of hiding in the house. That's where all the food is currently, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. So everyone get inside. It's social distancing time. Everyone draft, everyone inside. Okay, Hay House is probably better because he's up and about. I must have just forgotten to include that bit. Alright. He's probably fine. Yeah, but we're fine. We're just gonna let the foxes run rampant outside. We can't do much about that just because there's like a million foxes and we will get absolutely beat up with that. But hey, bonding. Alright, we've gotten bored of waiting in the houses. We're going to take them on at the doors. Alright, we're going to allow the doors and send Ashcan and Aardvark through with our gunmen behind them to shoot the foxes. This will absolutely go very well. One's already down. And Hay House shot Aardvark. And Green shot Aardvark. And Acan is down. And they are being just attacked by foxes. This was not the best plan. That good job, Acan. Crawl away. Good job, girl. Alright, come on. Alright. So it looks like the last of the foxes are over here. Aardvark is down now, too. Okay. Go get him. Alright, looks like we got all the foxes, and now we just need to rescue everybody. Colonist needs rescue? Yes, I know, it's Aardvark. Light, go get Aardvark. Yeah, I think they broke up. They broke up, yes they did. Which is why they're not friends anymore. Not friends anymore. Yeah. Alright, everyone's back up. Doesn't seem like anyone died this time. Oh, Aardvark has a scaria infection. That's no good. I'm going to have to try and amputate that. Eventually. Okay, White's in a daze, and we're working on the wall. Yeah, once Aardvark is healed, we're going to want to try to cut off the part of him that's infected. So that's going. But for now, what we're going to do is we're going to prepare our fields to feed us for the next year. We have plenty of corn. We just need to finish sowing the heal root. We have plenty of medicine, but with the way things are in the realm, we're always going to need more. And Green's going to go over here and plant more heal root. And that brings us to the end of year 2, and I'll see you next time.